I was gonna go to bed, but apparently I dropped by to see that the Hero Academia chapter just got translated. So yeah, this chapter right here, oh my gosh, I just want to cry right now, dude. Any fan of any fan of My Hero Academia and who's up to date to this point, who just read it right now, I'm pretty sure you feel the same way. So if anything else, let's talk about it. Let's get it started. We had to it that the narration with Izuku starts with like, even though I need to let go, I can't muster the strength, you know? And we had to it that that Uraraka uses release to releases Ida and Deku from releases Deku, you know, and Ida, and they end up falling, you know. And we have to it that Kirishima shows up in the nick of time by coincidence to like save like Izuku and Ida, you know. And we have to it. Kirishima tells Midoriya, like, hey, Midoriya, you know, I remembered an old story that was on the news. A kid my age rushed in to save his friend from a villain. That was you, wasn't it? Being a hero has nothing to do with being special or strong. I think that your attitude from back then is the key to all that's happening right now. And we had to Ida's like, hey, you're here just at the right time, Kirishima. And Kirishima's like, I was ordered to come here by Endeavor. It was completely by coincidence, you know? And Ashido or Pinky shows up and says, Midoriya, please, enough with all the stuff being alone. Come back to us. Let's go back to have classes together, you know? And we had to it that Izuku therefore says, I would love to come back, but it's too dangerous. There are a lot of people at UA. I don't want to cause them trouble anymore. I can't go back to how I was before. And we had to it that Dynamite or Bakugo Katsuki shows up and says, do you remember what I told you after Shigaraki stabbed me? And Midoriya's like, I don't remember. Don't even think about winning this alone. After yelling that out, my body moved on its own and I was impaled, yet I knew that I had to tell you those words. I always looked down on you just because you were quirkless. You were always far away behind me, yet I felt that you were somehow miles ahead of me. I hated that. I didn't want to feel that, and I didn't want to recognize that. It's why I grew so distant from you and always tried to beat you down. I opposed you and tried to show my superiority over you, but I always lost. After entering UA, absolutely nothing went as I thought it would. I was spent all my days trying to figure out your strengths and weaknesses. And it probably doesn't mean anything telling you all this, but that's what I really think. Izuku, I'm sorry for everything I've done up until now. Oh my gosh, that apology just brought life into Izuku's eyes, dude. That freaking make me want to tear up right now because Bakugo told how he felt about Deku. Like he always felt Deku was ahead of him and he did not want to recognize that and he bullied him for it, you know? And he apologized to Deku for everything he's done up until now. He even tells Izuku like, the path you took as a successor for One for All is exactly what All Might did. Your choices weren't misguided at all. But as of now, you can barely stand on your own. Your ideals alone can only take you so far. If you ever encounter a road bump, you can always count on us for help. To surpass All Might, your ideal hero, we would have to protect UA and the civilians in there together. It's the only way. And that's when Izuku makes this narration like everyone is already way ahead of me. And we had to it, Izuku says, you guys can't keep up. You guys can't keep up. I'm sorry for saying such a terrible thing. And Izuku ends up falling, but Bakugo catches him and says, I know. Everyone could only stare between Izuku and Bakugo how like they finally made up and how Izuku apologized to everybody, you know? And we had to it that Ochako looks on and so is everyone else, you know, and says, we've cleared the first hurdle for now. It will only get more difficult from now on. Even Uraraka says, yeah. And we had to it that people are talking to Izuku saying, hey, look, he opened his eyes. He's woken up, 13. Thank God. Can you hear me, Midoriya-kun? And Midoriya's like, yeah, I can hear you. As of right now, most of the civilians are moving to various evacuation centers. The ones remaining outside are anti-hero vigilantes and an extremist that has become violent alongside the prison escapees. The number of anti-hero civilians entering each evacuation center due to exhaustion is increasing. Since the extremists tend to work in groups, they are easier to catch. As the evacuation continues to getting easier to avoid both groups. Everyone is doing their best in order to improve the situation. The solo journey that you did really helped the heroes and the police. And Izuku's like, UA? What's going on here? And Sarah's like, the UA barrier is currently activated. The wall is just a taste of what it can actually do. Just hearing about the security system will freak you out. It even connects to Shigetsu High, you know? Even right now, like, Izuku thinks in his mind, I want to meet Class A's expectations, but we have to it. Izuku says, like, going back is not an option for me. It's noisy inside. And we see to it that people are screaming at Izuku saying, don't let that boy inside UA. The rumor about a boy that Shigaraki is after, it's him, isn't it? And everyone's like screaming, telling him, hey, get the hell out of here, you know? And we have to it that they say, that President Mike's like, hey, calm down, please. And we have to it, everyone's like, the principal explained it all to us, that our safety was guaranteed. And the other people said, do you understand what that means or not? We left our houses because he guaranteed our safety. So why the hell would you put a ticking time bomb in here with us, you know? And they end up screaming, it doesn't have to be UA. If you're gonna hide him, do it somewhere else. As Izuku feels really like, feeling really remorseful about this, he was about to leave, but Uraraka grabs his hand and said, don't worry about it. And Uraraka thinks in her mind, Ida-kun, everyone, and Baku-kun made this all possible. We won't let go of you anymore. We can't. Who will save heroes when they are the ones in trouble, you know? Even Uraraka's face ends up with that narration right there, dude. Oh my gosh. I even want to cry so badly right now, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Because I read this chapter and I got to it before I was going to go to bed, I literally had to read it and see what it says, and oh my gosh, dude. I really wanted to cry so badly. Call me a freaking major fanboy for saying that, but if you guys been through Hero Academia from the very beginning until the end, you know how Bakugou and Izuku's relationship was. And Bakugou saying Izuku's name instead of Deku's name, dude. He literally said, Izuku, I am so sorry for everything I've done up until now. But right now, rely on us should you be in trouble. Don't be in so much, don't think you could take things so far as you can anymore, you know? And that's when Izuku apologizes to everyone. I'm so sorry that I said you guys can't keep up. You guys can't keep up for saying, I'm so sorry for saying such a terrible thing, you know? And, you know, oh my gosh, dude. When Bakugou just catches Izuku when he fell over, you know? They end up going to UA, but there's one more obstacle they have to overcome. And that's when the people actually knows that Shigaraki is after Izuku, you know? And Izuku was about to leave, but Uraraka grabs his hand and says, hey, don't worry about it. Don't listen to them, okay? And we have to it that, that's the next big obstacle. People are at the UA security barrier system, but you know how it is, you know, etc. And Uraraka and Bakugou, even though Uraraka had a short time, she just grabbed Izuku saying, I'm not letting go. I don't care what they say. You're coming with us no matter what, okay? I can't help but want to cry, dude. I can't be the only one who thought that, okay? I cannot be the only one who thinks like that. I really wanted to cry when I see Bakugou apologizing and then Uraraka saying at the end saying, I'm not letting you go. Don't worry about it. Oh my gosh. And not to mention, people are now knowing that Shigaraki is after the boy and they don't want him here. And, you know, it just, oh man. I heard that next week will be on break for a lot of Shonen Magazine chapter series, so it's going to be about a week or more to go, since I think it's because of the Tokyo Olympics, or it's just a weekly break schedule throughout the year. But oh my gosh, dude, I just love this chapter so much. I can't believe I am so glad to read it, and I don't know if I'm even going to get any sleep tonight, dude. Anyways, I'm going to end it here. Bakugo, you are literally becoming Dynamite, and Deku is becoming Izuku now, and now apologizing to everybody, you know? And even though he wants to leave because people don't want him there, Uraraku's like, I'm not letting you go. You're staying here with us, or with me. I can't wait to see people's reaction, dude. I really want to have a big discussion with them if possible. So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!